Hello everybody, welcome to the next video, and in this video we want to talk about the weight training intensity. So how many reps per set of an exercise should I do? Weight training intensity basically refers to how much weight you will be lifting and how heavy or light that weight is for you on a given exercise. The lighter the weight, the easier it is for you, the lower the intensity. The heavier the weight, the harder it is for you, and the higher is the intensity. This is what this means. And all of this intensity stuff is usually predicted by one thing: how many reps you're doing per set. The reps or repetition, the reps short for repetition, are the number of times that you will move a weight from point A to point B during a set of an exercise. The lighter the weight, the more reps you will be able to lift it up for. The heavier the weight, the fewer reps you will be able to lift it for. So obviously, as you can see, reps and intensity go hand in hand most of the time, meaning the more reps you can lift the weight for, the lower your training intensity is, and the fewer reps you can lift the weight for, the higher your training intensity is. The reason this is important to us is because certain levels of intensity are more ideal for certain goals than others, due to factors like time under tension, muscle fiber recruitment, and etc. And this leads to an important question: what weight training intensity is the best for your specific goal? Or to put it another way, how many reps should you do per set of an exercise? Let's find it out. The ideal rep range for various weight training goals here now are the most commonly used rep ranges for along with their primary training effects. 1 to 5 reps per set would be mostly training for strength. 5 to 8 reps per set would be strength and muscle equally, training for strength and muscle equally. 8 to 10 reps per set would be training for muscle with some strength, and 10 to 12 reps per set would be training for muscle with some endurance. Training 12 to 15 reps per set would be endurance with some muscle, training endurance with some muscle, and training 15 to 20 reps per set would be training mostly for endurance. So as you can see, lower reps, high intensity, is the most ideal for increasing strength. Higher reps, low intensity, is most ideal for improving muscle endurance. And moderate reps, in the middle of the two, moderate intensity, is most ideal for building muscle and really anything related to improving the way your body looks rather than performs. So now the key word I'm using here is ideal. Just because I didn't put strength next to the 10 to 12 rep range doesn't mean that you will never be able to increase strength when doing 10 to 12 reps for an exercise. That's not true at all. In fact, each rep range shown or mentioned is capable of producing some amount of strength, muscle, and endurance results. However, the objective here is to choose the rep range that is the most ideal for your specific goal, because that is the one that will work best for the result that you want. If you're wondering why there is no rep range that is ideal for tone or definition or fat loss or anything similar, it's because metabolic training aside, a topic for another video, there really is no such thing. The whole high rep makes you tone defined, ripped, lean, etc. concept is pure bullshit. I will cover that more in detail in another video. But the take-home message is that from a training intensity standpoint, these goals all fall into the same category as muscle on the chart as muscle. The same rep ranges are ideal. So weight training intensity recommendations that I would give when it comes to intensity and figuring out how many reps you should do per set. Here are the most widely accepted recommendations based on science and real-world results. First, if your primary goal is to increase strength, then you should mostly train in the lower rep ranges, between 1 to 8 reps per set, and therefore at a higher intensity. If your primary goal is to building muscle or anything related to improving the way your body looks, then you should mostly train in the moderate rep ranges, between 5 to 12 reps per set. So again, this is second, if your primary goal is building muscle or anything related to improving the way your body looks, then a moderate rep range between 5 to 12 sets, 5 to 12 reps per set. And if your primary goal is improving muscle endurance, then you should mostly train in the higher rep ranges, between 12 to 20 reps per set, and therefore at a low intensity. Before leaving the subject of weight training intensity, there's actually two other subjects or questions that are directly influenced by what rep range you end up using, and they are: first, determining how much weight you lift. Once you know how many reps you will be doing per set of an exercise, the next thing you will need to determine is how much weight you need to lift for each exercise to end up in that ideal rep range. I will explain that in another video. And training to failure is the second. Another topic directly related to training intensity is training to failure, the point where you can't complete another rep. And the question is, should you train to that point, or should you end a set before reaching that point? And I will cover this in another video. But what's next? Now that you know how many reps per set is most ideal for your specific goal, the next thing you need to figure out is how many total reps, sets and exercises you should do per workout, per week and per muscle groups. This we will find out in the next video. And if you want to know the mass training advice for natural bodybuilders that is based on having worked with hundreds of professional athletes and average guys in professional sports, natural bodybuilding and natural powerlifters over a period of 2 decades, then download our ebook. You will find out the best exercises, the best splits and how they were organized, what really worked over this period, and the link you will find below. I hope you liked the video and have a nice day.